Liverpool Fan in Japan.
Hello YouTube, Liverpool Fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki Man Si. Welcome to Florian Friday, right? We thought it'd be Wednesday, but no, it is Florian Friday. Having flown in Florian Friday. Oh my god, that onomatopoeia all over again. No, it's not onomatopoeia, it's alliteration, right? There we go. Qualified English teacher. Oh, my days, back in the day. Anyway, that's the best way to get to Japan, right? Get a English teaching qualification and then become an expat, teach English in Japan. There's actually the JET program, look it up. If you want to get a free Japanese lesson, then look at Cambridge Japanese, use code STAYSAFE, 1 hour free lesson with a qualified teacher of your choice, your day, your time slot. I'll put it in the link below. Anyway, digressing just a little bit. Florian Friday, can't wait. He arrived at Merseyside yesterday night, done the first part of his medical. Fabrizio Romano said, all passed, all good. He's going to do the second part today. And then come what may, he will sign. And let's celebrate in style because Florian Wirtz, a Liverpool player. I'm going to get the third Liverpool kit, that green one. Looking mighty fine with Wirtz at the back. Also, we are going to talk about today who stays, who goes, Si knows. So let's get into the list. And also, we have reached 100 members. In fact, we've eclipsed 100 members to about 103 members. And I'm going to show you a sneak peek of the designs that are coming your way, exclusive goodies I'm sending to you. I paid £175 thereabouts for each design, and I'm going to send you that prototype for free when it's made. Okay, so let's get into the squad, who stays and who goes. A follow-up video as soon as Wirtz officially signs Mark Guehi, right? Might be a replacement for Jarell Quansah, who looks like we're going to get top dollar from Bayer Leverkusen, 40 million thereabouts. My goodness. Okay, that's a sneak peek for who will go, right? Alisson Becker obviously stays number 1. Mamadashvili coming in as number 2. Harvey Davies is going away to Crawley on loan, which means Arne Slot comes in straight at number 3. He's on the Golden Boy shortlist, the best young players in the world. You're talking Lamine Yamal, Cole Chili Palmer. Armin Pekshi is on that list. Cream of the crop. Victor Yarosh has gone to Heitinger's Ajax. Joe Gomez. Now, he is an interesting one, right? Short time left in his contract. Versatile. Injury, sick note. His body can't cope with regular football week in, week out. But as a utility option covering left back, in fact, he's our best left back defender for a back 3, naturally. Centre back, obviously, and he can cut inside right foot, join in the 6th position as well. He has value to stay, but I think he might actually go for the fact that there's interest in him and it's the last opportunity for him to stake a claim for the World Cup place next summer. Also, we probably get some good money, 15-20 million. Wages won't be too high. He's loved behind the scenes. Joe Gomez, he won our Premier League, partnered with Virgil van Dijk, Man Mountain there. But if a good offer comes in, and this is contingent on an acceptable offer and us meeting the homegrown quota, because Jarell Quansah, Joe Gomez, obviously Trent has left already. We need that homegrown quota, right? And I'm going to talk about that in a bit. Virgil van Dijk obviously stays. So Joe Gomez, he leaves contingent on a good bid of around 20 million coming in. Ibu Konate would 100% stay. There's zero possibility. You can't force him out, even if he doesn't sign a new contract. He wants to stay. He wants to compete for us all. It's on the onus for Liverpool and the hierarchy. Michael Edwards, especially Rick, to choose to convince Ibu Konate to sign a new contract. Either way, he stays. First choice to Van Dijk. We want to win it all next season. You can't replace bromance, chemistry, and Shingeki no Kyojin. Oh, Attack on Titan, Colossal Titan, Beast Titan. And he's on the anime tour in Yokohama, Japan. He won't want to leave before that as well. So Ibu Konate definitely stays, even if he may leave on a free to Real Madrid in due time. Mark Guehi coming in as a legitimate first choice rotational option. If he doesn't sign, I can imagine them being rotated more often than not. But then in a World Cup year, Konate wouldn't want to be rotated that often, so he has to pick up the form or sign a new contract. Kostas Tsimikas has come in and say, it doesn't matter if I play 25 or 30 games a season. 25 and 30 games a season under the Liverpool red shirt or that badass green shirt coming in as third kit is worth more than 40, 45 games at a minnow at Fulham or Crystal Palace or whoever. So Kostas Tsimikas really wants to stay. Now, we can't have Kirkes, Tsimikas and Andy Robertson. No squad can host 3 out-and-out left-backs that can't really play any other position, although Tsimikas and Robertson to some extent can play left-sided third centre-back. Won't really see it. We don't really play wing-back on the left-hand side. So Kostas Tsimikas could stay to be the joker in the dressing room and the one people poke fun at. And he added me on Instagram as well, but defollowed as well. I don't know. What is he smoking over there in Greece? No, I'm sure he will add me back one day. Andy Robertson. It's contingent on Andy Robertson accepting the Atletico Madrid offer and how cheeky Tyler Alexander-Arnold, who is Trent's older brother, the agent of Andy Robertson and the agent of Owen Beck, who's also a left back, asking if we would let Andy Robertson go for free to Atletico Madrid. Yeah, right. Not going to happen. But if Andy Robertson chooses to go, he's been a loyal servant, a world-class left back, our first choice left back, even last season. Ups and downs, getting older, but still quality, right? He is the first choice left back of a Premier League winning season, last season under Arne Slot. Up the shiny one, by the way. He won it in his first season. Amazing. I said he would. So did Andy Cantwell. So did Leo's goals. Big shout out. Love those guys. Yeah, so Andy Robertson's part of the leadership group. He's loved in the dressing room. He's hilarious. He's getting older. His wage is high, 150 quid, 150,000 quid a week. If he goes, it's with our blessing, probably a nominal fee of 10, 15 million thereabouts last of his contract. He asked the fans to back a campaign to get him re-signed as well. If Andy Robertson goes, Tsimikas stays. If Andy Robertson stays, Tsimikas might be offered out, and let's see if he takes a deal. So I think Andy Robertson goes to Atletico Madrid if they put in a £15 million bid, and therefore Kostas Tsimikas stays. If Andy Robertson sees out the final year of his contract, Kostas Tsimikas probably does go. Jerome Konsa, in my opinion, I said it at the start, before the rumours to buy Leverkusen, I think Jerome Konsa definitely goes, for the fact that when we needed a centre-back, Endo was called, Joe Gomez was called, Konsa's not trusted, Konsa got hooked, and Arne Slot probably did it to test his mental fortitude, testicular fortitude, his ability to bounce back, and he didn't really bounce back. He made a mistake against Man United. Jerome Konsa, big physical lad, but his agility isn't all there. His ability to change directions isn't all there. The concentration, there's error proneness to his game, and I don't think he'll ever be the first choice centre-back at Liverpool, and he wants to be first choice somewhere. Similar to how Sepp Vandenberg has established himself first choice at Bournemouth. We sold him there. 40 million is a cracking fee. My goodness, that goes towards Florian Wirtz, which makes Florian Wirtz deal 60 million outlay up front. 60 million and Jerome Konsa, my goodness. Or you could even put it towards Mark Guehi, who's got 1 year left on his Crystal Palace deal. England international regular, can play left centre-back and right centre-back. He's not the most dominant in the air, 55% of challenges. However, he's quick, he's robust, he's better than average, he's talented. A little bit controversy with some armband or whatever, but I don't really care about that. I care about the quality of the player and what they offer in the Liverpool stripes. And if Konate does go, Mark Guehi goes a long way into filling the breach and becoming used to our system. He probably picks Liverpool above all other choices. Newcastle were twerking for him. Tottenham wanted him. 70 million, Mark Guehi, and rejected for the Newcastle bid to Crystal Palace. If we get him for 50 million, 40 million thereabouts, what a swap to a concept for Mark Guehi. Okay. Conor Bradley definitely stays between Bradley. Oh, I love seeing Frimpong here. First choice, right? Between them two. Well, Taluman Mountain Endo says, even if they want to leave, no, I ain't going nowhere, baby. I'm Legendo. I'm the Big E. I'm the closer. I clean out the opposition chances. When I come on, it's the Endo of the opposition chances. He leads the team out as captain in the Yokohama tour. I'm going to pick him up, put him on my shoulders, parade him around the Yokohama Nissan Stadium. Yeah, in my dreams. Might happen. Let's see. Dominic Soboslai definitely stays. Quality player. Very important. He'll play a lot of games, even with Florian Wirtz. McAllister, he is a number 10. Ginger Ninja in the right light. Curtis Jones Cujo stays. He's home ground. I don't care what people say. Nobody, no manager. I don't care if you're Carlo Ancelotti. I don't care if you're Jurgen Klopp, if you're Arne Slot, if you're Gerard Houllier, if you're Rafael Benitez, if you're Zinedine Zidane, whoever, Roberto Di Matteo, I don't care. Nobody is getting rid of Curtis Jones out of the Liverpool lineup. He's homegrown. He's talented enough to make an impact on occasion. He's the first line rotation, always trusted by every manager. He's plucky. He's got confidence in himself. He holds the ball too long, can't play a through ball. Shooting has diminished somewhat, slightly selfish with the ball, but technically brilliant. And he's got an upside to him, and he's homegrown, and he's not on the most expensive wages. Which brings me to Harvey Elliott. Now, it's such a shame. He's one of my favourite players in the squad. One of the most likeable lads in the squad. Amazing player, amazing character, amazing personality. But he's got to go for the sake of his career. He just can't get in this squad ahead of Mo Salah. And he can only play that right wing, right-sided playmaking slot on the right. The only other player in world football who has this profile of young age, diminutive, plucky, technical, playmaking between lines is Takefusa Kubo, who could be an ideal replacement, but Harvey Elliott's homegrown, but he needs to play. He deserves to play. I'd love him to stay. I want him to stay, but I think he's got to go for the sake of his career. And if you look at players at his age range going to opportunities, Morgan Gibbs-White, attacking midfielder at Nottingham Forest, being rated at 80, 90 million, Harvey Elliott on potential alone and on his tangible contribution when he comes on the pitch, seeing the through ball, having composure in the final third, picking out Darwin Núñez, goal scoring ability, a better technical placed shot than Mo Salah, even though Mo Salah is better in every other attribute, speed, in terms of off the ball movement and penetration. The shooting ability of Harvey Elliott and a through ball playing ability is potentially world-class. Bernardo Silva, Juan Mata, Santiago Cazorla, David Silva-esque. 40, 45 million will probably do it. He needs a team that will build a system around him, and he's miles ahead of Fabio Carvalho. They're not even in the same stratosphere. And we got like 30 odd million for Carvalho, right? Ryan Gravenberch, starting number 6, he stays. Doesn't matter what his agency says. He's worth well over 100 million. He's the best young potential DM in world football above Adam Wharton, and Adam Wharton's rated at 100 million. Okay, Tyler Morton will go for the fact that he's good. Arne Slot rates him. He definitely rates him. He contributes to training. He's a local lad, but he just can't play, can't get in the team. He hasn't got the all-around speed attributes, game-breaking, penetrating pass, or the box-to-box attributes to be an 8. He'll never get in the 8 position ahead of Wirtz, Szoboszlai, Maka, or even Gravenberch, or even Endo in that regard. Luis Diaz, I love Diaz. He helped us win the Premier League. Peaks and troughs. This is the last opportunity to maximize the value you're going to get at Lucho Diaz because he's not going to get any better. He's established first-team player, left-wing first choice, can play pseudo-striker, false 11, false 9. Barcelona are going to sign Nico Williams, so that avenue is probably closed for Luis Diaz. We've quoted 80 million for him. I think we keep him for the final 2 years of his contract and leaves on the free, or leaves at a reduced price next season if we get a goal scoring forward. We can't do all the business this season, but if he does go, we will get a goal scoring winger as a replacement. I mentioned Anthony Gordon last video. A lot of you love it, a lot of you hate it. All good. Smash a like on this video because I'm sure you're liking this video, right? We'll get a lot of financial windfall to keep buying the players, whether it's Isaac or whoever. Darwin Núñez. Now, I'd love him to stay. There is a Darwin Núñez redemption arc video coming, as I promised. But I think he's at a point in time where he needs to leave for his own sake and to get rid of the clout, the social media clout, and all the off-the-field antics that's, must be driving him bonkers, and bananas. I think he goes. 50 million starting point, 60 million to Napoli. I don't think it's a swap from Osimhen because we've got good eggs in our camp. And by all accounts, Osimhen is a hardworking player who assists and plucks away for the team. But that wage, though, 300, 400k. Mohamed Salah stays. If he goes off a signing contract, what would that be? No, he stays. Federico Chiesa, I love him. I think he could stay because of the AFCON, but I think he actually goes to try to get some chances to get into Rino Gattuso's international team, because Gattuso said he needs to start. So he's probably back to Italy, whether it's a straight up sell or a loan with a commitment to buy. Italian clubs love the loan with commitment to buy. Cody Matis Gakpo is going nowhere. He's a slot favourite. He's got a Gakpo, the cannon. He's the biggest predator in the box to snatch a goal away. Great off the bench, rocket shot. We need shooting ability. He's got it. Diogo Jota, he will stay unless a good offer comes where he could start regularly, but his body isn't up to it. So as a super sub, you need your super subs. Chicharito, Javier Hernandez, Filippo Inzaghi, Pipo Inzaghi, Divock Origi, Lord Origi. Life is nothing without Origi. All the subs, and I'm not talking about David Ngo and Nabil Elzar. I'm talking about legitimate, quality, dependable goal scorers. And he is a goal scorer. He just had a bad season last season, injuries, freak injuries. He stays unless an offer is good enough and he accepts it, because you can't force him out. Nat Phillips is gone. But Tetic, now people say that he could be the DM midfield replacement and the centre-back replacement and can cover fullback, but he's kind of slow. And his stats are good because the team he plays for is under the cosh all the time, so he can make those interceptions. And he's technical, can get the ball under pressure and can play between the lines, but he's very slow. He's not very agile. He's not very reactive. He's grown a lot, so he's okay in the air. But it's the injury worries, right? He's out in surgery. Again, he's not going to miss pre-season. It's really going to be difficult to see Bajcetic getting into a slot team who's very dynamic, and slots midfielders have to be able to carry the ball laterally. They have to be able to carry the ball laterally. And Bajcetic is a ball player who struggles to cover the peripherals of the whips. Put him in the middle and he'll do a job. He can get the ball, he can release the ball, he can play the ball through the lines. Very technical, very cheeky chappy, high confidence, but his body's breaking down and that's scary. I think if we get a 20 million bid, I think he's gone, or he might be out on loan again. But I don't see him having the longevity unless he can get over those injury concerns. But the agility is the worrying thing, and he can't carry the ball. He's not a dribbler and he's not a ball carrier. But he could be a utility centre-back, 6 and fullback option in the cup runs if he accepts that role. But he needs time to develop as well. But my goodness, he's technically capable. He's a really charming lad. But in the slot team, where it's so dynamic and so versatile and so quick in covering the gaps to plug the holes, I don't see it. Ben Doki Doke, he's so good at one thing: driving at the opposition, tenacious, rugged, can skin a man up, beat it, Skrillex, destroyed Trent in training, skinned Alexander-Arnold, hidden footage that must be released. The bailiffs, the courts, the lawyers, the barristers must release the clips of Ben Doak skinning the first team member, and the only one he could really skin consistently probably is Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'd love to see it. So for that alone, he's probably worth 30 million to a promoted team. But in an Arne Slot team, you've got to be so well-rounded. You can't just be a dribbler, because that means all you're going to ever be is a 10, 15, 20-minute impact player off the bench. And he has played a full season as a first-choice starter, and he owes it to himself to be an important player, whether it's for Everton or a promoted team or whatever, and we can get maximum value. And the sell-on fee that we get for him is amortized instantly times 3 times 4 into the ledgers, which means we've got breathing room, huge breathing room, financial fair play as a homegrown talent to make the most of it. Now we lose homegrown talent in Joe Gomez, Jarrell Quansah, Ben Doak. It's scary. We've already lost Trent. We've lost Queeve Kelleher already. So the targets have to be of the like of Eberechi Eze, attacking midfield winger option, Anthony Gordon for Lucho Diaz, Mark Guehi in return for Jarrell Quansah's sale, and of that ilk, Adam Wharton, long-term target, DM position. But he's not going to play rotation to grab and buck, which means what you're going to do, you can't hoard world-class first starters. You have to have people in between the lines, which right, Angelo Stiller is not so realistic as well. Owen Beck under Tyler Alexander-Arnold. I don't think we want any association with Tyler Alexander-Arnold. He's probably gone, even though he's plucky and could do a role there as well. Scanlon, probably not ready for the first team. Jaden Dans will be loaned out for sure. There's no hope that Jaden Dans will... He's talented. Don't get me wrong. I like Jaden Dans. But when you're competing to win a Champions League, not just for odd minutes here and there, to win the Premier League and dominate the Premier League and win it before the final few fixtures, which are quite difficult, Jaden Dans is not going to be turned to when you've got Florian Wirtz who can play up front false nine, when you've got Jota, when you've got Lucho Diaz, when you've got Darwin Núñez, when you've got Mohamed Salah, even he don't get ahead of Chiesa. He won't even get ahead of Gakpo or anyone. There's so many players in front of him. It's hard for him to get any minutes. Arne Slot is right there. We're shopping absolute top bins in Alexander Isak. As much as I like Jaden Dans and historically Liverpool give the chances, if you are in it to win it all, then Jaden Dans needs to prove his worth outside and make the decision impossible for Slot to not include him in next season's squad, because he was injured last season and he didn't do anything on loan. Yep. Similarly, Kumas, plucky, good utility option, but he probably goes out on loan or is sold as well, because he's useful in the left wing, but he hasn't got outstanding pace, but he's a finisher. He's an extra finisher, but left wing is overcrowded. Lucho Diaz, Jota likes to play there. Núñez likes to play there. Luis Diaz plays there. Wirtz drifts out to the left as well. It's just not it's not viable. None of the kids are at that level. You're talking a Pedri, a Gavi, a Cole Palmer, right? The only ones that could potentially make it in terms of getting consistent minutes of Trey and Yoni, depending how his body shifts out and whether he can really take the game by the scruff of the neck. Harvey Elliott definitely can if Harvey Elliott stays. Jarrell Quansah, even he couldn't do it, right? That's why he's going out to Leverkusen. And Rio Ngamoa, because he is, in my opinion, more well-rounded than Ben Doak, because he can actually cross and he's got a shot, whereas Ben Doak's shot is lacking power hugely. Can be developed over time, but he's not a decent shooter. His off-the-ball runs into the box is good. His dribbling skills is top-notch. But I think Ngamoa's got a better all-around game than Ben Doak has, and that's why Ben Doak, I think, leaves in this window as well. Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's who stays, who goes. Sai knows, apparently. Let me know if you agree with me or not. So here we go. Sneak preview at the Icon, Legendo, and the Liverbold models that I have commissioned to make for you guys with your exclusive members number that you've chosen, and I'm still working on the Google Sheet to make sure who's still an active member, and your exclusive member nickname that you want engraved and imprinted on yours, one and done. I'm going to give you this item. I'm going to write a handwritten thank you for supporting the channel through YouTube membership, because YouTube membership is the only way that this channel stays afloat. And I want to say a huge welcome and thank you to the members, the newest members who got us to this 100 member milestone. It's been 2 years in the making. NCE87, Owen Janssen, Dilip Vasudevan, Eric Zhao, and Wind. Thank you so much for your generosity. And look, there's a short window between now and when I actually produce all these things, and I have to, in apps and 3D modeling, I have to sculpt the names and numbers. So there's a small window between now and when I finish the exhaustive list of all the members. If you sign up for membership between now and the deadline that I will have to stick to, then I will make one for you too as a thank you, because literally, what can I say? You guys make it an absolute privilege and an honor to make content for you guys. I'm a huge Liverpool fan. I'm a Liverpool fan in Japan, and I'm going to Yokohama, baby, to see the team. Wirtz, Frimpong, Kirkes, Milos, Monday coming. And yeah, you make it all possible. Thank you so much. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Until next time, Miyazaki Man Ichiban. Peace. Janet.